Yo, welcome back. Today we're ranking all the elevator cards in Roblox and this world from F tier to S tier. These cards all have their own strengths and weaknesses, and I'll explain why each one lands where it does on my list. So grab some snacks, sit back and let's get started. Let's kick things off with F tier. The cards that just don't deliver enough value to deserve a spot in your deck. These are the ones you can safely ignore. First up is Frugal. It gives you a 10% discount at Dandy's shop. While that sounds nice in theory, the savings are so minimal that they won't even make a meaningful difference in most games. There are far better cards to pick. The second one is Penny Pincher or Spare Change. This card gives you all toons, 45 tapes. Sure, it's free money, but it's barely enough to buy anything useful. It's more of a novelty than a game changer, so a hard pass for me. That's why both of these land squarely in F tier. Next up is D tier. These cards aren't completely useless, but their impact is so situational that they rarely feel worth it. Decency Etiquette. This card gives you 5 extra seconds on the panic timer. While that can be helpful in close calls, it's not enough to make a big difference. Most players can definitely manage without it, which is why it's stuck here in D tier. The second one is Lost and Found or Blind Grab. This card gives you every toon one random item as long as they have an inventory slot open. It's fun to use, but the randomness makes it so unreliable. Sometimes you get something great, like a medkit, but other times it's just junk. Because of that inconsistency, it belongs in D tier. Now moving on to C tier. These cards have more value than D tier, but still don't quite stack up to the stronger picks. Electrician. This card reduces the chances of a blackout on future floors. It's a helpful effect, especially in higher level gameplay, but it's definitely not essential. A good team can often work around blackouts without needing this card. Now Sparkplug. This card gives toons a slightly glow during blackouts, which can make it easier to see. It's a useful feature, but it's more of a convenience than a necessity, so it lands in C tier. Now we're getting to B tier, where I have solid cards that can really pull their weight. Suppression. This card slows down the speed of Twisted in panic mode by 5%. While it's not a huge effect, it can just be enough to help you escape in tight situations. It's great for defensive players and definitely worth considering. Well paced or endurance. This card gives toons 10 extra stamina, which is amazing for chases. Longer sprints mean more opportunities to evade Twisted and reach safety. It's a solid pick for any playstyle. Now we're getting at A tier. These cards are powerful and can really elevate your gameplay. They're not quite at the top, but they're close. Rehearsal or Practice. This card reduces the time it takes to complete generators by 15%, which is a huge time saver. Faster generators mean you're exposed to danger for less time, making it a must-have for players who prioritize efficiency. Voracious or Covetous. This card increases the chances of finding rare items in Dandy's shop and on floors. Rare items can completely change the game, so this card is perfect for players who want to maximize their loot. And of course it's definitely better than the other card where it's just Dandy's shop. Now it's also on floors. And finally, the S tier, the absolute best cards in the game, the pinnacle of Dandy's world. These are the ones you should always aim to use if you can. Heartfelt. This card increases the maximum health of all toons by 1 heart. That extra heart can be the difference between surviving an encounter or getting knocked out. It's universally useful and deserves its place at the top. And now Tech Savvy. With this card, toons complete generators 10% faster. While that may not sound like much, the seconds saved add up quickly, especially on floors where you need to complete multiple generators. It's one of the best utility cards in the whole game. And there you have it, my ranking of all the elevator cards in Roblox Dandy's world. Do you agree with my picks, or is there a card you think deserves a different spot? Let me know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more Roblox tips and tricks. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.